No phones in the picture. I'm gonna take off my
my
fucking
bad.
sweater.
And we're live, bitch.
OMJ. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it.
I
Do
don't
it.
want to do this anymore.
All right. So,
How are we supposed to introduce this? Because this is my thing that I hate.
okay. So what we would probably want to do. So you want to say like, welcome to the podcast. This is The Dish with Chase and Ben.
The dish.
The Dish. We're just dishing hot fucking meals. Hand over foot. I'm peckish.
Hand over foot?
I'm peckish.
I don't want my foot involved with
We
eating.
have small plates, large plates, hot plates, cold
Tapas?
plates. Yeah, tapas. Appetizers. Okay. Welcome to the podcast. We are starting a podcast. We're going to say a lot of crazy shit. We're going to dish. We're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about movies. We're going to talk about music. We're going to talk about the shitty human condition. We're going to talk about emotional shit. We're going to talk about happy stuff, right? We're just normal human beings, and sometimes it's good to know that other people are feeling the same way as you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So-
I'd say we're kind of funny sometimes.
Every so often I have a moment of clarity.
Of little tee-hee.
Little yeah. That's not. We'll edit that out.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Perhaps not.
I'm going to be in control of
We've
that,
got a
I
bell.
think.
We tend to get off topic.
So it'll be good
The bell
to
is there
remind us.
because we're nuts and we're children.
Hee.
So yeah. I think. Go ahead.
Really quick, what'd you do today? What have
What
you
did
been
I-
doing since you woke up?
Let me tell you about my day, actually. So I woke up quick at about noon. Just kidding. So what I did was I woke up. I have 2 dogs, so I walked my puppy dogs. It
What
was
are their
beautiful
names?
morning. Tato. Carlos is his actual name.
Carlos.
And Nana. Nana is named after the dog from Peter Pan, of course.
Because she looks like the dog
And
from
she's
Peter
a great
Pan.
Pyrenees. She does, yeah. I think
She
that
really
dog-
is a great
I feel
Pyrenees,
like
isn't
that
she?
dog, though, is a
That's a Saint Bernard.
it is a Saint Bernard,
'Cause she
but
got
she
the-
has the sad face like a Saint Bernard. She looks sad. All the
Nana
time.
doesn't have a sad face. Nana has a Stephen King's It face.
Nana's prison bitch jumpy. You know what I'm saying? She's
Honest to God.
it's weird.
You think you're healthy with your booch, bitch?
with my book.
I'm a weightlifter. I just spill it all over myself.
I've got 2 puppy dogs. We walked this morning. I've got a beautiful neighborhood. I live across the street from a park. So we walked. It was a beautiful morning.
Perfect.
I waited for my best pal in the whole world. Very handsome, very tall.
What's her name?
Her name is Bethany. Just kidding. It's you, Benjamin.
That's me. My full government.
Your Christian name, if you
My
will.
baptismal name.
Baptismal font.
We learned about that today in church.
And then we hung out with my mother, my
My beer.
my beard, my Coach Beard mother.
You did get beer from your mom's house.
I did get beer from my mother's house.
What kind of beer you get?
I don't know how to pronounce it, actually, ironically, and you don't drink, and you know the name of it, which is really...
Yeah, because I used
What
to
is it
hang out
again?
with hood rats.
What was it?
Yinglings.
Yinglings.
That you can only get in Ohio,
That
I
is
think.
like-
Is it only Ohio? Or is it just like Ohio's the easiest place for us
It's-
to get it because we're in
yeah,
Michigan?
I think so. I think you can get it in Pennsylvania.
It's
I could
East
be wrong.
Coast. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
don't
East
know.
Coast beer.
It's pretty, exotic. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think so.
It's an exotic lager.
It's Pennsylvania. I feel like it's Pennsylvania, and that's all I know it. Oh, do we have a little?
We have a visitor.
This is gonna drive me crazy if that keeps going out, but
That
that's
might be
fine.
a thing, but that's okay. But then we hung out with my mom. I have 3 Christmases because my family is sporadic and things are crazy right now because my brother got married. So we got all new family members.
So it's all his fault.
Yeah, right. It's his fault. I blame our school system, to be honest with you. But
Maybe your school system, maybe the Catholic school system, but not the Lutheran school system, baby.
let's not get crazy here.
You're crazy. Your drink is in the shot.
Highlight of the day: Southfield Family Sauna and Tub.
This episode is sponsored by Southfield Family Sauna and Tub. It is the happiest place on earth.
Unofficially.
Happiest place on earth.
Yeah, you're looking to have a good peace of mind. Sweat it out, soak it out.
Soak
Southfield
it up.
Family Sauna and Tub.
That's Monet Exchange's
Yeah.
single, Soak It Up.
And also, just so everyone knows, we're not getting paid for this. We actually love that sauna, and that's what we're
We
doing
love
for
that
free. Just
sauna.
saying.
And
See,
not only are we not getting paid for this, we're spending an exorbitant amount of money because when Chase and I do something, it has to be perfect. It has to be exactly how we want it to be.
Yeah.
So we bought new microphones, new mic stands. I already had my camera, thank God, because that would have been the
Yeah,
worst part.
that would've been crazy.
Using my iPad as the monitor. I have like a whole setup because I'm on another podcast called, what are we called? The Basic Bees. And I had a lot of this already because of that. And then I was like, you know what? Let's do something else where I speak a little bit more inappropriately.
freely,
Because on that podcast, I do not swear, but here I fucking swear.
you slap shit up. Yeah. We want to do sauna once a week. I want to say, right?
That would be
It's like,
so cool, but I think the reason I like it so much now is because it is like special and we like never
treat.
go. It is. I think if we did sauna and tub,
yeah.
we could do sauna once a week, but if we did sauna and tub, there's a specific room at the sauna we go to that has a sauna in it, as well as like a little changing area and then a hot tub. That I hope that didn't sound too loud on the microphone. I don't think it did. I like being able to go out of the sauna into the hot tub is just really, really nice. But I think we figured it out this time because if we go, it's an hour and a half in the sauna tub room together. So if we go in, the first like 45 minutes is the sauna, and then we can like get out of there and catch our breath and try not to die, and then just have a little bit of relaxing time in the hot tub, shower, done, easy. Literally the best thing in the world.
Also, to disclaimer for anyone that is listening, this sauna is private. You don't have to like have other people in your sauna. So you have your own private change, your own private shower, and then your sauna room, which is connected. So it's actually really cool, and like,
It's huge.
It's giant.
Both of us can lay down on benches. Yeah.
So it's like it's a good
room number 4. If you go to Southfield Family Sauna and Tub, 1, say hi to Patrick, and 2, ask for room number 4.
Unless
it's the
we're
best.
directly behind you in line.
And then don't
dare ask for
fucking
4.
dare.
Don't do it. I will kill your family. So
room number 4 is the fucking bee's knees.
So really quick, I do want to touch base on this. You know, you go to the sauna, it helps with anxiety, it helps with heart disease. Okay, it helps with sickness, immunity, right? And your skin feels like a fucking baby after.
Dude,
right?
I don't even have I don't have that bad of skin, but after I get out of the sauna, it's like
Yeah. And the thing that's weird, so this is a traditional sauna, so you have like the heated rocks,
like
right?
Finnish sauna.
Sauna, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have your infrared sauna, which is typically what most people are in, like have done, which is like you're in basically a box, right? And it's like it's dry heat. It's not as like humid in there, right?
I want that wet ass.
It's not
sauna.
the same. It's just not the same for me.
I want that waz.
You know? Yeah. And I don't look as like appealing and attractive in that type of sauna because there's a lot of light. A lot of rolls going on. There's a lot of hair. There's a lot of sweat. You know what I'm saying? Like I like my dim, dark room that has.
You looked a lot better when I couldn't barely see you.
Exactly.
So
Thank you. That's
hey,
you know what's weird is I've actually heard that before.
Oopsie.
So,
oops, we're closed. Oops,
We're
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oops, don't slip. Oops.
Yeah. But yeah, highly recommend. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Southfield Family Sauna and Tub.
I got a text message.
I do too.
We're so popular.
I'm crazy popular. I want to go into some questions.
We probably
because
should.
Our day was very similar, obviously.
Yeah, we did the exact same thing.
As we do on our Sunday special day. Sunday's
Exactly.
our best friend day.
Yeah, we both. So a little bit of background of how we kind of became friends. Chase hated me first time he found out about me, which was really cool.
I would say loathe would be better.
Loathe entirely. Name that movie.
I have you're way above my head right now.
No, I'm not. We just watched it.
Underworld.
Hate, double hate, loathe entirely. Come on.
God. I don't know.
That's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Okay, yeah, I would not have guessed.
That's when he's up on Mount Crumpet, and he's like,
long-term memory of a newt. So
newts are known for their really incredible memory.
Yeah, that's what it is. An elephant newt.
So we met each other because I was trying to get a piercing apprenticeship. We are both professional body piercers. I did it again. We're both professional. Can we maybe not?
That's my bad.
I'm going to revoke your booch privileges. We're both professional body piercers. We work at a shop together. Maybe we'll save that for another episode.
Yeah, let's not even mention that.
Let's not get into it right now.
Right.
But we started... Chase was basically my mentor when I was learning how to pierce. I was working under a wonderful man named Mike Moore. You might know him as Mike Moore Party, because he parties hardy, bro. And we were working, and then Mike got sick of me, and he's like, "You should work under me and Chase." I was like, "Okay." Funny enough, before Mike even like hired me, Mike was like, "Hey Chase, bro. Should we get an apprentice? This guy's name is Ben. He's like really tall and sexy. Should we get an apprentice?" And your exact words were,
Veto.
Hell no. And yet, Mike just decided, this is my
A resounding
shindig.
yes.
He's like, and I don't care. And yes, we're hiring Ben. So I started working with Mike and Chase. And then the first day I worked with Chase made a tiny little reference to a really small, like, indie film. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. It's called The Mummy Returns. And I knew exactly the scene that he mentioned it from. And then, like that.
Just like that.
Instant friendship.
White on rice. Just like that.
I was going to say pot calling the kettle black, but
It's the old American love story. Right there.
I
What can you
mean,
do, right? They say that. They say that if people don't like the same films, they have a higher chance of getting divorced.
you're speaking very quietly and you're speaking very far away from your microphone.
But Okay, how's this?
That's a little NPR-y for me.
NPR.
I don't know about
Okay, so Brendan Fraser, The Mummy Returns, nothing short of a masterpiece. We obviously clicked right away.
We stan Brendan Fraser on this podcast. We're a Brendan Fraser stan podcast.
We are indeed. Yes.
But yeah, we just started becoming friends and we work together. And nowadays, 5 years later, the only day off we have at the same time is Sundays.
Yep.
So we wake up probably around the same time on Sundays. I go to church, I go to Bible class, and then I come over to my best friend's house. And Chase wakes up and lays around as just like a lazy sack of shit until
Basically, yeah.
I come over. And then we have our sacred days of hanging out, which usually entail us going to the sauna because it's the best,
Typically, yeah.
especially during the winter. We want to get the sauna in as much as we can because it's just,
It's necessary.
it's bitter cold
It
sometimes.
really is. Well, yeah,
If you're going to
it's
sit
like-
back, you need to move the microphone with
I
you.
like to be comfy.
Well, then move the microphone with you.
Like this. Mine's just like back here.
That's fine.
That just seems excessive. How
You're a
about
little
here?
dark, but that's fine.
Whoa, I'm a little dark? Okay, dude. Just take it easy. I'm sorry.
Get off the cross.
Yes. So we click.
We
We
clicked.
talked about talking on a podcast for a long time.
And then we just decided, new year, new me, Goro.
Totally. Well, you should do it. I feel like that's something that, like, I think it's really important to, like, actually do what you say you want to do for yourself,
Yeah.
right? Like, I feel like you need to, we're going to get deep for a second. I feel like you
Go
need
ahead, girl.
to have a good rapport with yourself, and you need to be credible to yourself, right? So in order to be credible, you need to keep promises to yourself,
Exactly.
right? So, like, that's why people are confident, right?
Which is some of the hardest stuff I've ever had to do is keep my own promises to
It's
myself.
terrible.
I'm so bad at it. But this year,
Everybody
man,
is, yeah.
this year's been getting better.
We're crushing it right now. We're right in it. We're right in the mix.
I need to respond to that, but I'm not going to right now because we're in the middle of
Unprofessional. Time, 20 yards. Defense.
20 yards.
The Red Wings.
What the hell did I do? Shit in someone's face?
Yes.
The Red Wings.
Sports games.
It took me a fucking
Sports
second.
games. We'll be obviously commentating on a lot of sports games.
If you burp,
I'm a belcher. No, it's
Tina?
a kombucha or kombucha.
yeah, you're not allowed to
somebody
have
comment
booch
and tell me how to
anymore.
pronounce this goddamn word. Okay.
Uncultured
So
swine.
uncultured, you uneducated swine.
So we thought, just to be a good kind of little mixer, we could do some questions. I have some this or that questions, and I also have some just like unnecessarily deep questions about some
we
things.
can do like every other. We'll do like
That's-
a light one, deep one, light one, deep one, deep.
Okay. So then I'm going to start with you. We're going to do a light one. Pick a number between 1 and 30.
7.
7? Cool. Give me a moment.
Of course. 7 is my favorite number. If anybody wondered.
Would you rather drink a Guinness or drink a flat tire?
Ewy.
This is...
A Guinness, I guess. I don't really like. I think we've talked about this. I always refer to the beers I like as lawnmower beers, right? Like I like the.
You like watery beers?
I like it to taste as little like as alcohol and as a meal as possible.
Yeah, you like refreshing beers.
Yeah, I want Dos Equis and I want like
Well, that's
whatever
not.
the fuck beer I just got for Christmas. Line in Google. I don't know what that.
They're
was.
not line.
I just came
they're
up with that word.
Yinglings.
All right, I don't know what's going on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I
So
can't
that-
ask you that question because you don't drink.
True. I would have chosen Guinness though because
Guinness seems
I'm from
classic,
around
right?
there.
Yeah.
All right, and now pick a number between 1 and 20.
1 and 20. We're gonna do 11.
Cool.
Yeah, that seems good.
You said 11?
I think 11 would be nice.
What has been your biggest challenge in your life?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
My
These are
biggest
like-
challenge, if you want to, if we want to dive deep into this, the biggest challenge that I'm still learning to this day, as a 32-year-old adult,
Is the alphabet.
is the alphabet. No, it's honestly letting people make their own mistakes, not getting in anyone's way, including myself. That would be the hardest, I'd say. And when I say that, I mean like psychologically, we tend to get in our own way. A lot of times, right? Like I think that when something is scary, you tend to come up with every excuse not to do it, but you only need like one good excuse to do it, but you never come up with that. You just kind of like, no, it won't work out. It won't. What if nobody supports me? Blah, blah,
It's
blah,
so
blah, right?
easy to talk ourselves out of things.
For sure. So I think that is like, you know, no matter how experienced you are, like I feel like even you, and if you think you know better than someone, especially like a friend, like if I'm watching you do something like that I've done a million times, and it could go the way that I think it will or not, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. What do I know, right? So like, but because you care, right? Like I want to shake you and be like, listen, like this is how it's going to be.
Yeah.
But really, my job, as anybody's job as a good friend, is to catch you when you fall, not to prevent you from falling, because then you'll never learn anything.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that is my biggest difficulty.
Yeah.
I would say. What about you?
Oh, gosh. My biggest challenge in my life. I mean, kind of in the same thing, just like positive self-talk has always been
It's
like,
tricky.
boy, I am my biggest hater. And I got some haters out there, but I'm really, I got y'all bitches beat.
Yeah.
Like I got you beat. But I've definitely been working on that more. And I've always had an issue where like, I'm either like so like crippling and self-doubt, or I'm like my own number one fan to the point where everyone just thinks I'm like an asshole.
Right. You're like self-centered.
Which I
Right,
can't,
yeah.
like, it gets to the point where I feel like I can't even, like, catch a break. I'm like, okay, I either fucking hate myself, or I talk myself up to the point where I can actually do something, and people are like, you're being selfish, you're being annoying, you're being, like, narcissistic. And I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, I gotta, like, love myself a little bit here. So finding that balance, and that's been going on for the
and
past,
ignoring the
like,
haters.
15
right?
years. That I'm getting a lot better
Yeah.
at, because
Yeah.
do whatever you want.
Right. You don't want to filter who you are either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell me
Yeah.
about it. Woo.
It's a tricky thing.
It is.
It's really tricky. You know, like I've said to you before, and I say to myself even sometimes, that sometimes, you know, if I talked the way I talk to myself in my head, I wouldn't have any friends.
Dude.
Right? It's like
If I talked to anybody the way I talk to myself, I'd get my ass beat a lot.
right, yeah. You know,
Yeah.
wait. Can I pick one?
I was going to say, yeah, I was handing the phone to you.
I can't even read this. Pick a number between.
So the top 30 are the this or that, and the bottom 20 are the deep
It's
ones.
30 and 20.
Yeah.
1 out of 30.
I want 13 because that's my favorite number.
Oh my god, hold on.
You can zoom in a little bit if you want to. Old
I wish
ass.
you numbered these.
I wish I didn't have to do everything by my fucking self. How about that?
Stay in a hotel or rent an Airbnb.
Stay in a hotel all
Really?
the time.
No matter
Fuck,
what.
I don't like Airbnbs.
We went to a really nice Airbnb.
That's the only Airbnb I like.
We went to a really good Airbnb in the UP, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and it was a giant cabin. This
that
thing
was really
like,
nice.
yeah, and there was 4 of us. They had a sauna in the cabin. Let's just like, we are sauna people. We are sauna people.
We are sauna people.
There's a selling point, but I get what you're saying. So let me ask you this though.
Let's hear it.
So let's say you're in. So like for me, make this about me for a second.
Go ahead.
If
girl.
I'm like in a city, I'm in downtown Chicago, I'm in downtown New York, whatever. I'm gonna get a
New
hotel.
York.
New York. I'm gonna get a hotel, right? Because
Yeah.
like one, I'm closer to downtown,
Yeah.
and I want the service, right? If I'm like up north, I'm like camping, quote unquote, or I'm like, you know, kind of like doing that kind of thing. Then I'll do an Airbnb because I want that experience. Now, of course, an Airbnb can be an experience in and of itself.
Yeah.
Right? Like you can get like a Harry
Which
Potter
ours,
theme one
like,
or something. Like, you know what
very
I'm saying?
true.
Like, for sure.
And that Airbnb we stayed in, we could have stayed in that Airbnb. That could have been our vacation because they had kayaks. It was right on a river. It was really, really cool.
Yeah.
And like we could have just chilled. There was one day we went up there to get It was myself, Chase, and then our friends Becca and Alyssa, and we went up so myself and Alyssa could get tattooed. Alyssa got the back of her thigh tattooed, which is wild, and I have
Who
to do
tattooed
that.
you guys again?
Good leading question, Chad. Dan Pemble, our very good friend Dan Pemble, who owns Sacred Tattoo Studio up in Marquette, Michigan.
Very cool.
He tattooed not only my throat. Oh, not that bit, but that bit. He also tattooed the top of my head,
Very cool.
which is cool. This is Jesus. It's one of my favorite tattoos, and I never see it, but I just recently shaved my head, and I'm freezing. But yeah, we went up there to get tattooed. So we had one day where we went up there. We drove up there and one day got there way too fast because old Leadfoot over here driving his Chevy Silverado,
USS Nebuchadnezzar.
95 miles per hour the entire way up there.
That's a story for a different time.
That's another story. And then, yeah, we got up there and then we had the day to chill. We went to a bar that had 3 people that basically lived inside that bar.
And what a menu. What a menu.
What a menu. Any alcohol you wanted. Actually, rare alcohol. What was you guys were getting the,
We got that. It was a flavored Crown Royale.
yeah, it was Crown Royal.
peach.
Crown Royal Peach, and there's Crown Royal Apple.
Apple. Yep, that was good.
Yeah,
Yep.
so they tried that, which was cool. I never had seen the peach.
I didn't. Yeah, it was delicious.
And we,
honestly.
we just drove the whole day. We were hungry. We were like, oh, let's see if they got some food. So we asked the bartender, like, hey, you guys got any food here? And he just looks at us. He just goes, well, we have some frozen pizzas I can eat up.
pass. Like strong.
Like, did you
pass.
bring that from your house to like have for dinner?
How much freezer burn is on these? Like, you know,
How
what I'm
old
saying?
are
Like,
they?
yeah, like,
Do you have vegan
are
options?
you gonna go and get them in town and like
we have
come back?
3 people that
Yeah.
are dairy free.
Now, really quick too, like side note, we're in a sub town outside of the main town. This is probably the only restaurant in like probably a half-mile radius at least, right?
No,
Like,
more than that.
for sure. So
Way
like,
more than
we
that.
have no other option, and half of the people with us don't even drink, but we're going to this bar basically. So so now we have no food. I have alcohol in me.
I was gonna say you 3 drank.
We drank a good amount.
And I know Alyssa doesn't really drink that much, and he was
Liberal.
feeling good that day when he was pouring those
Liberal,
drinks because he
yeah.
was heavy. He was a 2 shots of vodka kind of gal. So yeah,
yeah, dude.
so like Alyssa was like buzzed.
She was a little buzzed.
off
She-
of one.
that-
What she have
she
like a
gets,
gin
like-
and tonic, and she
Yeah,
was
but
like
then she gets like
good.
silly. And it's,
yeah,
it's
which
nice.
was just dragging along. Also, you have another. There you go. I had to look at it like Dwight Schrute.
Yeah. So,
So it was interesting.
yeah, but it was like,
Where did this come from? Oh yeah, the Airbnb was cool, but I much prefer to stay in a hotel. Chase likes character. I like things to look like it had never been touched by human hands.
cold.
Cold.
Okay, cool. Here, bing. All right, now we're off that topic. We're gonna pick a
you
number
gonna
between
bing me,
1 and
dog?
20.
I want to do 4. Make it easier.
4.
So from the bottom.
4
Go
from the
4 up.
bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
So
those ones are.
what
heavier.
one thing would you change if you had to do it over?
I would have started my career so much earlier than I did. I tried to figure out what I wanted to do for so long, and I I graduated high school. While I was in high school, I thought I wanted to be. The first thing that I ever was like, oh, I want to be this. I wanted to be a graphic designer because I was really artistic when I was a kid. I really wanted to be a graphic designer so badly. I didn't even know what that was, but I was like, I get to do art and people will pay for it, and I can be an adult job. Yeah, give me that.
Yeah.
See, I burp away from the
Have another
microphone.
cigarette.
It was a burp. Graphic designer. After being a graphic designer, I really wanted to be a pharmacist.
Boring.
Yeah, but I get doctor money and I don't have to talk to people.
Boring.
Now I get doctor money and I have to talk to people. I don't get doctor money. Oh, I wish.
You get urgent care doctor money.
I get private traveling doctor money.
Yeah.
So then after that, I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna be I want to be a youth pastor now," because I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, that's kind of the way. I think I should do that." And then one specific teacher ruined that for me, and that's a story for another time.
What's his full name and address? I'm just kidding.
I know his full name. I don't know his middle name, but I know his first and last. You guys could find him on the internet. He's still with us, I believe.
This is like one of those conversations that like branches the question that you and I always branch off is like if you had to do another job, you would do graphic design or cybersecurity.
Right.
correct?
Yeah. Right now, not graphic design anymore. I'm not artistic
Right,
at
okay.
all. But right now, I'd be in cybersecurity.
Yeah.
Because then I make money and I don't have to talk to people and I'm just with computers.
Fair enough.
Totally down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish I went through all these things that I thought I wanted to do, and then I was accepted to a bunch of different colleges, didn't go to any of them, moved to Minnesota for a year and a half, like did just a bunch of stuff. And then finally I was like, you know what? No, I want to do this. And then I had an apprenticeship at another shop that was like not going well, and I knew like it was going wrong. Finally got over to the shop I work at now. Did we say what it was yet? Ironclad
No.
Tattoo Company.
Yeah. It's in Troy,
Troy,
Michigan.
Michigan. Come and say hi. We're appointment only. WWW. I just wish I would have started that earlier.
Yeah.
Because like thinking about it, like we just had our 10-year anniversary. 10 years ago, I was out of high school. I was back in Michigan, out of high school.
Yeah.
Like, why couldn't I start it then? I was 18. But then I also like hear stories about y'all's heyday, and I was like, thank God I didn't work with you guys.
We were
then.
Wildcats back then.
Wildcats.
Now
Sing
we're
along.
elders. We're elder piercers.
That's it.
See what I did there?
See what I did there?
Um,
But yeah, and
Okay.
I'm the cream of the crop.
you're the future.
Don't
I
say
believe the children are future.
that. I feel like a child. No, I don't. I feel like an old man because I'm so tired always.
It's exhausting.
Can you believe we've already been recording for half an hour?
Not really, but we talk like professionally.
We dish.
basically
We
all
do.
the time. Yeah, we actually have a friend thing that we do that I don't know about any other friend that does this, but we call it a morning debriefing.
Yeah.
I call Ben, or he calls me around 9 a.m.,
Generally,
I'd
you
say.
call me.
Yeah, I'm a morning guy. I'm a morning riser.
I'm trying
So,
to become. That's
you're
another
doing
thing that
better
I'm
at
doing. Well, yeah, because I used to. So like the way I would do it is I like getting to work early. I'm usually at our shop an hour before we open, which is rare for some people. So I'll wake up if I have to work noon to 8. I'm working noon to 8. I would then wake up. I used to wake up at around 9, snooze until 10, snooze my alarm until 10, and then wake up, jump in the shower, get ready, grab all my stuff, throw everything together, and like don't eat breakfast, just go right to the shop. Excuse me, go. I just had no time. I mean, my cat would make it horrible too because she would just like keep me in bed for so long. Jerk. And it was just like, it wasn't fun. I didn't want to start my day off with that. And I was like, you know what? If I just woke up an hour earlier, I would then have an extra hour at home where I could make breakfast. I could sit and chill. I could watch like YouTube. I could just like not have to run around and be like crazy.
Yeah.
So then I started setting my alarm for 8. And for some reason, I usually am in bed around midnight. Besides last night when
That
I went to
seems-
bed at 3:30.
You know. Yeah,
But that's boy
you're-
Casey's fault.
Boy Casey. We have
Not,
to.
not to be confused with girl Casey.
Yes.
Um,
Too many Caseys in our lives. Or do we have just the right amount?
I'd say just the right amount.
Yeah.
Jinx.
You owe me a Coke. You owe me some Coke.
We're the same person. Yeah. So I just started waking up earlier. So now the fun thing we did both questions. Yeah, you gave me that
Yeah.
question because it was the whatever. Now what we do is I'll wake up around 8. I'm usually like up and at 'em around 8:30. So then I'll hop in the shower. I'll get ready. The minute I'm out of the shower, dripping wet, I'm calling Chase.
Yeah.
And then we will probably stay on the phone until I start getting overstimulated and I have to end the phone call because I can't like focus on multiple things. But usually we're on the phone. You might be finishing up the WALK with the dogs, and then we're like, I'm getting like dressed and ready to go. You're getting in. You're starting their breakfast. You're starting your breakfast. I then cook my breakfast. We'll have a point in time where we're both sitting down, eating breakfast, and just talking on the phone. We'll pop our BT in.
BTs.
BTs.
Yeah.
This podcast is also sponsored by Apple AirPods Pro V2.
Give us new AirPods so that we have them for free. Thank you.
That'd be cool. I've never gotten free AirPods before.
I-
That's a lie. We had a jewelry company send us free AirPods, and Mike had them
Oh, I do remember that.
last year or 2
Yeah.
years ago.
That's cool. Yeah.
That's wild.
That's baller status. That's like real.
Oh,
shit.
crrr.
Yeah. Oh, crrr.
That was it. That was right there. That was just
How
like that.
so? Yeah. You know,
Your Guatemalan-ness.
I have to pick some numbers from you.
Oh, yeah. I put my phone away. I was like, we're done.
We're done.
Yay.
It's all-
And that's
it's all
it.
over
That's the
now.
pod.
That's it. Thanks, guys, for tuning into that. Us answering 4 questions.
And that's it. Number between 1 and 30.
Oh, God. I'm going to do 27. At the bottom. You can go to the bottom. It's
No,
true.
I can't because the bottom is. You said 27?
Yes, please.
Oh. Would you rather swim in a pool or swim in the ocean?
Oh, God. Okay, we're going to get into this really quick.
Oh.
Okay? Swimming in a pool without hesitation.
That's
that
fun.
being said, I have lived on the coast. We're going to dive into this real quick. We're going to
Literally.
unpack this story real quick, okay? Not really quick. Well, okay, so
I have the bell ready just in
I
case.
used to date somebody that was like super ambitious. It's amazing. I've never met someone that ambitious, so
love
it's a
that.
positive thing. It's not a
great.
negative thing.
It's great. We uplift
That-
women.
Right.
in
That
this
being
podcast.
said, gets me out of my shell, right? So like we live together in Florida.
In sin?
The dirty South, the nasty ass South. That's like, yeah. And she wants to go to, her name is Jessica. So she wants to go to
Shouts out
the
Jessica.
ocean. Shout out to Jessica Jess.
Her last name is Jess?
Yeah.
Jessica Jess.
Yeah, it's like Khaled. All right, so we time's up.
Done.
So she wants to swim in the ocean at night. Okay, so like and this is,
Absolutely
so
not.
okay, so think about this really quick. So
I don't want- I'm getting
this is Florida.
itchy.
This is Florida, so it's the Gulf of Mexico, right? So it's a very large body of water. You're on the beach. It's dark, so it's dark. The sand,
And I'm going to
you
stay
can
my
see the
happy
sand.
ass on that beach.
Well, that's the thing that's crazy is like being, the ocean at night is as black as this microphone, right? Like
Oh, no.
it looks like just like black paint, So she is so brave, and she goes into the water,
And she gets eaten
and I'm
by
like
a
on the
shark.
beach, and I'm like, hell, fucking no. I'm not. It's like, are you
like-
kidding me? Yeah, like I don't. Think
I'm going
so.
to support you from over here.
I was raised strict Italian. You know what I'm saying? Strict Italian.
Ain't no water in Italy.
Yeah. No. We don't do that kind of stuff. Come on. So my feet get wet. You know what I'm saying? So after a lot of coercion on her part, come on, get in the water.
Splish,
Yeah,
splish.
and of course then it ends up being like, don't be a bitch, like get in the water. I'm like, I'm not a bitch. Like I'll get in.
Who's,
yeah, like,
who's
I'll
calling
get
who a
in.
bitch?
Right, like I'll get in. Yeah, so like I get in about, I'm not going to over exaggerate here. I got in about knee deep. Got about knee deep.
They got the
Going
little
in,
sharks.
I can't see my feet because it's black.
Fuck
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
dude.
Like, yeah. So I start, how you get that feeling. Where
I
you're
have
like,
it
"Ooh,
right
I don't,
now."
Yeah, like I don't like this. So immediately I'm in the ocean.
checking my six just in case there's a land shark coming to get my ass.
No, well I'm in the water and I'm like doing my thing and I'm like happy,
never heard
fine,
this story
whatever.
before.
And I feel something rush against my leg.
Nope.
And it was long. Like it took a minute to go away.
Like, why are you still
Yeah.
touching me?
So because being the brave guy that I am, I like teleport to the sand. I don't even like remember getting out of the water. I'm like,
Be
boom,
like,
I'm out. Right.
You can handle
So
yourself
I-
in these
yeah,
bad
so
decisions.
here's the
that you
water,
made.
here's the sand. She's still in the water because she's brave as hell. I'm in the sand, and I'm not trying to alarm anybody. So I'm like, listen, I have a bad feeling about this. Maybe we should get out. No,
You start
no,
hearing
no,
the
no.
Jaws
Yeah.
theme song.
Right. So she swims and she escapes with her life, obviously, just fine. We wake up the next morning. And now it's light, so now I can see her. So we wake up, I look at her face, and she's got all these like little red dots like all over her face. Like
my
I'm talking like
gosh.
hundreds of dots or of all the. And then we're in bed, so I see her. She's got them all over her chest. She's got them on her arms, her hands. Like really weird. Like it almost looked like little pimples, but not like
Okay.
that came to a head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just little red dots.
Yeah, not painful. Like they're
Weird.
whatever, right? Well, we lived in an apartment complex, and our neighbor downstairs was an older gentleman, and he was a avid scuba diver.
Okay.
He comes up, I think, to give us some groceries or something.
Oh, nice.
And I said, "Hey, you know what? Like, can you take a look at this? Because this is like weird."
You know what's going on with her, real quick?
He looks at her for like 2 seconds. This is. I get like literally chills.
This
thinking
is so
about this.
gross.
And he's so calm about it, right? Because he's like a scuba diver, so he knows what's up, right? And he goes, "Oh yeah, those are jellyfish stings."
All over her body.
Because what happens is certain jellyfish, they like tap you to like see what you are. They don't
Like,
like
"Hey,
so, but when they
girl."
tap you, just a little bit of that poison touches you. He looks at her in her face, and he goes, "You must have been in the middle of a school of them."
Oh, I'm gonna vomit. Oh.
And I like immediately like I'm like
just-
flushed. Like I just I'm like what are you talking about right now?
Oh
He's
my
like, oh yeah,
gosh.
like you probably were in school of them, about 100 of them. And I was like,
That's
"Ugh,
approximately 100 too
ugh."
many.
Yeah. So that really long dragged out answer, fuck no. I'm good. The
I'm
ocean is not. When you're a human being, when you jump into the ocean, you immediately force yourself to the bottom of the food chain.
Absolutely.
Immediately. We're an apex predator on land. On land. Nowhere else. Not in the sky. Not in the ocean. Hell no. We've been to fucking the moon. We've never been to the goddamn bottom of the ocean.
We know more about outer space than we do
Yeah.
our own oceans.
I'm
and
super
we live
good.
with those motherfuckers.
I'm good. Like, I'm super good.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
like, no.
so gross.
So that's my answer.
Never have I ever heard something so disgusting.
It's gross. Yeah.
I'm just absolutely terrified of sharks. And just like, it's definitely like a control thing where I'm just so afraid of like not being in control of something. And like, sharks are big motherfuckers, dude. I'm a big motherfucker, but they're like bigger motherfuckerers.
I feel like when I think of a shark, though, I overthink it. Because
My tag is Ugh.
all I think about is like
Oh, it bums
you
me
would
out.
like if you were getting attacked by a shark, you would die of so many things at one time. You would be like suffocating. You'd be drowning. Your bones would be broken. Like it's so much. Ben is
I'm
having
done.
a
I'm
tough
done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm
time.
done.
He's
I'm done.
having
I
a
can't. I
tough
can't. I
time.
can't. I can't even look at like videos of the ocean or like some like
I know. I can't
pictures
even
of the
send
ocean.
you
I'm so bad. At
cool
it.
photos or
Yeah.
videos of sharks.
Yeah, cool videos of sharks jumping
Well,
their
I
big
think-
asses out of the ocean.
Well, I think it's like one of those things where I respect them enough not to infringe on their
I say,
territory.
get away from me, shark.
Hey.
No. Ugh. I would never kill an animal and I would never kill a shark. And that's the thing. Respect meaning I'm going to respect my life
Right.
and not get my ass in that shark water.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So that's an easy ass question. Done.
Deep question.
Deep. One
So deep,
through
put your ass to sleep.
1 through 20.
1 through 20. We're gonna do 18.
18. Oh god. Okay. So then
Oh, I look like a criminal in this video, don't I?
20, 19, 18.
I'm wearing a police shirt because I just got out of the jail, and this is the only
That's
shirt
all
they
they
had left
had.
for
They
me
were
'cause
just
I was
like, you can just
actually-
take this out of the lost
I
and
was
found.
naked when I got arrested.
What were you arrested for?
Extort. No. I don't know.
Extort.
Not being able to talk.
Yeah, I'd arrest your ass for that too. Chase, if money was no object, what would you do all day? Tell me your best day. If you just had like, you didn't even have like an unlimited bank account. You just had a fucking bank card that like you had no idea what the balance was, but it never gave you, it never declined. So you're like, let's keep trying this out. Money, no
the first
issue.
thing I would do, as boring as it sounds, I would pay all my debt,
Me as hell.
all my friends' debt,
Babe,
all my family's debt. That'd be the first thing. I wake up in the morning. That's the minute I would do that. I would do that right away.
I can't wait for one of us to become rich and famous so we can do that for each other.
I know. Then I would take you specifically. We would get on a plane that I bought about an hour prior to that.
I'd be like, hey, Mike, so here's the thing. I gotta go.
I have to
Something
go
came up.
And
I
we-
gotta go to
We
work.
fly to Europe.
Where in Europe are you taking me?
Oh, where am I not going to take you? We're gonna fly so many different places, and we're gonna eat every single place that we go.
But I can't do that.
You can do that. Watch me eat. You can watch me eat. You can take a video. We'll podcast.
So I'm just your fucking videographer?
You're my valet. You know. What I'm
Valet.
saying? No.
No, I don't want to be your valet. I want to be
We
that
would-
blonde
honestly,
guy from The Gentleman.
We
I
would
wanna be
shop.
him.
We would shop. I would get
Shop till we
suits.
drop,
I would get a
sis.
lot of suits.
I don't care. I wear suits.
Suits.
What would I buy? I would want to go to Milan,
Yeah.
and I'd probably buy like one thing from Prada and be like, I'm good.
Like a really sick ass bag.
Either a sick ass like crossbody, like big
Yeah.
bag, because I love bags. I have so many. But I would also, I just want like chunky sunglasses that are literally this big.
Yeah.
That's all I want. I want it to cover almost my whole face.
I still like our idea is like if we were wealthy that we talked about, where we would like live in a different country every year, but like really, really, really live there.
Yeah.
Like and like do the damn thing, and
That'd
then
be
like
sick.
go to a different country, live there for a whole year, and like really do it. Like because we have so much money, we could like literally go anywhere and like do anything, and then we would leave again.
Yeah.
And then eventually over time, we could just be like, I want to stay blank because like this.
Like,
we had
hey,
the most
remember
fun
when
there.
we lived in Guam?
Yeah.
Let's go back.
Let's
that
go
was
to
nice.
Guam. Yeah. Exactly.
I don't
That's
know.
what I would do.
Where is Guam?
I think it is in Tennessee.
Where is Guam? I can get directions.
How long will it take to drive to Guam from here?
Wait, Guam is the United States territory?
I don't know.
Why is it taking me?
This is not our area of expertise.
Where are you, Guam? Guam. Oh, it's way out there, sis. Where is this? Yeah, why does it say Guam? Guam is halfway between Australia and Japan. Why does it say United States? Idiot iPhone. Guam. We can fly into the AB-1 Pet Guam International Airport. Oh, their little airport thing, like Detroit's DTW.
Yeah.
Theirs is just GUM. Gum.
Gum.
Let's fly to Gum. That would be way too long of a flight.
Guam doesn't sound like somewhere I'd want to go.
It's an island surrounded by sharks, so I'm actually good
So
on there
you'd
too.
love it there? You would just like.
I
wanna
would
be able to
thrive.
live there?
I'd find the exact midpoint of the island and just lay
Hey,
down.
man, best way to confront your fear, man. Live
Is
right.
die
live
with
right
that
next
fear.
to those sharks. Feed them
If I ever saw a shark with my own eyes,
with your own eyes.
my whole ass would be on the ground.
What about like an alligator or like a crocodile?
Totally fine.
What?
They're cute as
Okay.
hell.
Have you ever seen one of those run? How fast they are?
Yeah, it's dope.
Okay.
I could outrun an alligator, bitch ass little alligator. Come on, my leg's long as hell.
You would do that thing in like that people do in a horror movie where you would like be outrunning them and then you would trip on a leaf and then you would
A whole leaf would be my downfall.
You would trip on that grass, that
That blade of grass. Ah!
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
and that's
my
fine,
God.
dude. That's sick. Those are dinosaurs, dude. What are we doing?
You need to answer some questions, sir.
Oh, okay.
I need some information.
Okay.
1 through. Oh, you numbered them. Okay. 1 through
1 through 30.
1 through 30.
I want 8.
8. It's from the bottom, right?
No, from the top.
Oh, okay.
No, from the top. Make it chop. I want a question that's number
This is a no-brainer. Go out for drinks or go out for coffee.
Cafe.
And why is that?
I love cafe.
Why is that?
I also don't drink.
All right.
No, I love coffee. We're just gonna keep the shout outs going. We're gonna shout out Sabbath Coffee Roasters in Clawson, Michigan. Bellissimo. My
Bellissimo.
goodness. Great product, great chats, great staff. I go there all the time.
Perfect.
Perfektenschlagen.
Perfektenschlagen. I can't have coffee because I get anxiety
You
when
have
I
a
drink
special tummy.
a droplet of caffeine.
If you look at my coffee for too long, you start sweating.
I get sweaty.
Which is fine. My sister was like that. Megan used to be like that, and now she drinks coffee now.
She probably
Like,
like
did you just
built up
fucking
a
train
tolerance.
yourself?
Yeah, you built a tolerance.
Because I
to it.
remember we were like running around, we were doing errands and stuff, and she's like, "I'm gonna get like this like coffee," and I was like, "Yeah, just ask for like 1 shot of espresso." She got it, and she was like. And she was like freaking out because of the coffee. And now we went to a coffee shop while we were in west side of the state for Christmas. She's like, I'm gonna get a cortado, which is literally a double shot of espresso with like a little bit of like milk foam
Like a
on top,
splash of
a
milk.
little bit of milk, like steamed milk. I was like, oh, work, bitch, like coffee, bitch.
She's a boss bitch now. That's
I'd
how
say
it is.
so.
Okay, we do 1 out of 20 now.
Yeah, 1 out of 20. Let's do 8 again, which would be 38 if you're looking like that.
Oh, I see. Who do you look up to and why?
Funny enough,
It can't be me. It has to be somebody
that's
else.
dumb then.
It has to be somebody else.
I look up to my mom.
Why?
Boy, oh boy, her life, man.
Top 3 reasons why you look up to your mom.
Because she's taller than me. No, she's not.
That would be crazy. She's 7'3".
Crazy girl.
All muscle.
That's what she is right now, dude. I look up to my mom because she's just like, she's had a lot of like craziness, and she's just so eloquent and poised anytime she has to deal with anything. She really doesn't like lose her shit ever until she does, and then it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm sorry, mom. Like, let's get this figured out. But
Yeah.
like, she just like, she OG. She's like your mom. Our moms, as far as moms go, dude,
Moms are crisp.
our moms are the best.
Our moms hold it down.
Yeah, iPad's at 60%. That's wild. That was at 100%.
Well, how long have we been speaking? 45 minutes.
46 minutes.
Yeah, not bad.
Oh, I see, but my camera
I
battery is
I
barely
prefer
going
to
down.
round down. That's
No, you don't.
I do round.
No, you do.
I
You
do
round
round
down all the time.
Something's $7.99. It's $7 to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have a spending problem, so I like to make myself feel better about it.
So you lie to yourself, so you spend more
I
money.
actually don't have a spending problem. I'm actually quite good at spending.
You don't. It's so annoying.
I'm good at spending money.
I'm good at spending money. I'm not good at spending money well.
Yeah, true.
I'm getting better at it, though.
You're getting better at it, yeah.
I'm learning. Because I look up to Chase, and he taught me how to not be an asshole with my money, and it's nice.
Yeah, that's something that I wish that I could do over again.
No,
Circling
we're
back.
not. We're not on that question
can't.
right now.
Can't reminisce. No old farts reminiscing.
Farts.
Fjorts. Florts.
Fjorts?
Of broccoli.
That was okay. We're gonna unpack this really quick. Florets, not florts.
How's it spelled?
FLOURETTES. Florets.
There's no science to support that.
Bitch, you got a computer in your hand
I
right
don't
now.
think so.
Don't go on my phone, actually. Oh, we're out of time.
Yeah.
All right, let's do one more.
Uno mas.
You're gonna choose from 1 to 50. We're just gonna answer
1 to
whatever
50,
it is.
33.
33.
Yeah.
Swag. Maybe you can pick again.
42.
I was gonna be like, that's not between 1 and 50, you
Yes.
idiot.
You dumbass.
This is cute. What does your perfect day look like?
Oh, my perfect day.
On this perfect day. You know that song.
My perfect day would be getting up, not having any back pain
That'd be chill.
first.
That'd be
foremost.
swag.
I would like to take my dogs for possibly a nice hike in a park.
What park?
Probably Bloomer Park. Yeah, probably Bloomer Park.
I
It's
love
a lovely
Bloomer
park.
Park.
Yeah. I would take them for a nice long walk. I would come home. I would probably want to spend the day with my friends,
Yeah.
aka you only.
Hey.
And honestly, like, I'm kind of a chill person, right? Like, I don't really I don't need a lot. So like I would like to probably like have a day where we watch a good movie.
Yeah.
We play some board games. We play some card games.
You'd force me to
I
play
love
games.
games. I love
And
games.
I hate games.
And at the end of the day, I love cooking, right? So at the end of the day, like, I would like to not have someone cook for me. I would like to cook a really big meal
Yeah.
for like people I really care about.
Are you Italian?
I'm quite Italian.
Mucho Italian.
Yes, as they say. I would say that would be a good day. I would like to be surrounded, like, if I was like hypothetically, when I think of a day like that, I think of like my last day, like, ever. So like if I had like a last day, like, then I would want to be in nature.
Yeah.
I would want to be with my animals.
Yeah.
And I would want to be with my friends and family.
Yeah, your loved ones.
Easy.
Well, and I'm not even trying to be like this, but like I feel like we have our perfect days a lot.
A lot.
We are very blessed to be able to do that.
True.
Like today, incredible.
Yeah.
I had a really stressful meeting at church that went really well, and then we just hung out and had a great day.
Yeah.
And I feel like it happens more often than not. We're just having like a great day, and it's like
we
this is
do
cool.
a good job of like pulling each other out of like negativity too.
Yeah.
So like if you like have a bad day, it doesn't necessarily stay that way. Like, and so I was like, so same with me. You know what I
Well,
mean?
and we're really good
Yeah.
too at being like, hey, I had a shit day.
Mhm.
I just need to like chill at home
Yeah.
tonight. Like this just needs to happen.
Yeah.
And I, for one, I used to take that so personally when friends would do that.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be like, I'm just chilling by my own tonight. I'm like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Right,
Dick,
yeah,
you're my
yeah,
friend.
right.
But now it's like, you know what? I should also take that time for me.
Yeah.
Because, like, I probably am neglecting some self care. I'm neglecting myself a little bit somehow.
Yeah.
Let me get some reading in. Let me hang out with my cat. Let
Mm-hmm.
me just, like, do shit where I can just, like, kind of get together and just, like, spend some time with myself. And then we're good to go next time.
Right.
We're good.
Well, it's like any friendship or relationship, it's communication. Right?
Which
So you
we're
on point with.
we're pretty good
Yeah.
with that. For sure.
Communication, not always when it's convenient or comfortable either, right? Sometimes it's uncomfy,
Like when we get in fights for about 3 seconds
I
because
know.
I get dramatic.
and I physically assault you in my brain and win every time.
You say,
But yeah,
I mean,
sometimes it's just like
only in your brain could you physically overcome me. So
only every time I close my eyes. No, I think that's important.
yeah. All right, one more question for me.
Okay,
And then we'll
1 through
both
1
answer
through
it.
50.
Yeah, 1 through 50. I want 23. Michael Jordan.
This is going to be really hard for. Well, not really. Camping tents or use an RV.
I remember when I was typing that out, and I like didn't know which one I would do because I want to do both. I would camp in tents if I had like a real nice like sleeping bag.
Okay.
I wasn't sleeping on rocks.
You could put an air mattress in there.
Fucking A right, I could.
That's what my brother does. Yeah.
I love your brother.
Yeah.
I would do that. I would camp in like a tent, and I would like if we were going somewhere really cool. You see those TikToks where like, I just woke up, and then they unzip, and they're like literally on the edge of the world.
Yeah.
Like I would absolutely love to do that. That'd be so
nice,
sick.
yeah.
But I also like again on TikTok, you see those tricked out RVs that are like it's a full ass house
Right.
on wheels. I would love that too. One of my earliest memories of camping was camping up in the UP with my grandparents, and they had a motorhome.
Oh.
And it was right after we
That's
came home
nice.
from England, so I had this really old padlock that I played with. Because we were dirt poor, and I was playing with a padlock that I got from a castle.
That's pretty cool, honestly.
It was so cool. I
Do you
loved
still
it.
have the padlock?
No, I wish I did. There's certain things from my childhood that I wish I still had. There's a very certain cap gun that I got from a store called Benjamin Franklin in Tawas, Michigan. I want to go there. We could literally take a day trip up there easy. It's like 2.5 hours away.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That cap gun, there's a very specific samurai sword that I had as well that was
Yeah.
plastic. I'm pretty sure I also got it from Benjamin Franklin. And it was cool because it had a sheath. It was like a play sword that had a sheath. And then it had a tiny little knife that was in the sheath too.
Oh my god.
And I had so many real non-imaginary friends when I was a kid
Yeah, I
too. It was
bet.
wild.
Yeah, dude. You're
yeah.
probably a big man on campus.
What about you?
It's hard for me
Stephanie?
because I have done both, right? So
Yeah.
it depends. It depends on the circumstance. It depends on the season and
who you're
location. 100%. You know, as somebody that's 32 years old and lazy,
Damn.
RV is great
Yeah.
because it's like you can still get a good experience, but you get to live in a house basically. But I will say, like, there's like everybody that's camping can empathize with me here. Like, it's great camping in a tent at night. When you wake up, it is ungodly hot.
You get that
And
sun.
it's like an oven. Like you're like you can't.
It's like a
yeah
sauna.
sauna and tub. Yeah,
No tub though.
No tubbies.
Just sauna.
Yeah.
And you're wrapped up in a sleeping bag and you have way too many clothes on. And
Right.
you're just like,
Let's
I
hear it.
want to go shower, but
Yeah.
I can't because I'm outside.
no. Say no to like tent love. You can't have any tent love because you'll be slipping and sliding all over the place.
Tent love?
Yeah, like if you got a partner in there, you want to get all cozy and nice.
What
It's
else happens then?
98
What would happen
degrees
after that?
With a
like
99%
that.
humidity in your tent.
You're slip sliding away.
Splish splash. I was taking a bath.
Bum, 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 bum.
It's a good tongue. Yeah. So I don't know. I would say like I've had many great memories in a tent, and I've had many great memories in an RV. So
Yeah.
I like doing that. I wish I could do that more.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Well,
know?
we've tried to go camping so many times, and
Yeah.
it always falls through because of other people.
People don't like they like the idea of it. I think a lot of
That's
times
where the
more.
Sharpay magnet is.
Yeah, I told my mom that. Yeah,
That's cool.
no, it's nice. Right?
God, whoever got that for you must be super sexy.
He is pretty hot.
Sometimes. Yes, sometimes.
Well, should we wrap up today?
I think that's it. I think that was a good introduction to us
I think so. I think
and how we
we
can
will
literally talk about
we will
bullshit.
have more topics.
Yeah.
You know,
this was just kind of like a
easy-
meet and greet, huh?
easy thing. Yeah, this is just a
Trying
meet
it
and
out. There's Nana.
greet. There she is. She's breathtaking.
Pinot.
But yeah, so I want to talk really quickly. Just side note
Go ahead,
of
girl.
like ideas and goals. People have topic ideas for us. They want us to elaborate on, expand on.
Mm-hmm.
We're open to suggestion always. I mean, hell, even if people have questions, like, you know, just you want to know something, you know, just let us know and we'll do our best to answer those or at least discuss it. I might not
Yeah.
have the answer. I don't think a lot of people have the answer to a
Yeah.
lot of things, but we could do that. And if not, we'll have topics ready to go for you guys and we'll stay on topic as best as we can.
That's why we have
Right.
the bell. I don't know if we actually explained the bell,
A
but
little bit I did. Yeah.
we have the bell. Yeah, no, you totally did.
A little bit,
If we
yeah.
see, I wasn't
It's
listening
our
because I was off
ADD
topic.
bell.
Yeah, we just like to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
One could say we like to dish.
You know, that sounds like a really good name for a podcast.
Oh my gosh. Exactly.
All right. Well,
Well, this is a night podcast, so good night, everybody. And
but
we'll
if you're
talk
listening
you
to it
soon.
in the morning, don't fall asleep. You got the rest of your day to go,
Yeah, seriously.
loser.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye now.